Woodland Road Day. A battered pickup winds down a narrow road flanked by scrub. Peeling posters flutter on fence posts. A hand-painted sign reads, Crab Creek. Small ranch house day. Melissa, 30s, tired, fierce, bangs on a bedroom door. Melissa, Melissa, where are you? Down here, count of 3. Her husband, Sheldon, 40s, distracted, lab coat, pokes his head out of a cluttered home lab full of jars and humming equipment. Sheldon, I'm here. What is it now? Melissa, have you seen our daughter? Sheldon, I didn't say she'd done anything. I asked if you'd seen her. The word daughter hangs oddly. There is no little girl, only a glass terrarium with a crab the size of a hand inside. Melissa's voice softens. Melissa, she's been playing in the creek. Go check. Sheldon returns to his microscope. Melissa kneels by the terrarium, whispering to the crab. Melissa, come on, Pee-wee. Stay put. She reaches inside. The crab, translucent and odd, taps the glass like it understands. Phil McCoy's barn day. Phil McCoy, red-faced farmer, confronts Sheriff Ray, 50s, and Deputy Sonny, 30s. The barn wall is a crater. Muddy tracks gouge the earth. Phil, they tore the whole side out. Blood everywhere. Not coyotes, not grizzlies. Something pushed a bulldozer through. Ray crouches, examines tracks. A massive set of impressions, like an enormous pincer, dragged the soil. Deputy Sonny. Post-hole digger? Bulldozer? Who uses post-hole diggers like that? Ray grim. Whatever it was, it's not normal. Across the paddock, a smaller trail branches off, tiny crab-like prints. Ray, so-and-teed. And these, small ones, everywhere. Babies. Melissa's kitchen day. Melissa fires a shotgun at 2 county officers who have wandered onto her property. Melissa, you got a warrant? The deputy clutches his backside, pissed and humiliated. Deputy Sonny, you shot me. Melissa, you weren't invited. Ray, torn between duty and family ties, leans in. Ray, Melissa, that's enough. We're investigating. Those tracks, they match the barn. She glares. A fragile truce forms. Montage. Town bar. Late afternoon. Jennifer Katz, 40s, glamour faded. A former actress, stands at the bar, scanning the room. Locals trade rumors. Bulldozers, cults, animal mutilations. Jennifer finds Melissa, embraces her with movie star bluntness. Jennifer, you look the same. Different but the same. Melissa, you left. Jennifer, I called. I mailed. I hired a plane. It's me, Jen. Come on, stay. I don't like flying back to LA alone. Melissa stares at her old friend. The world is smaller when lies catch up. Crab Creek Pond, dusk. A tranquil pool framed by reeds. Stuart McKendrick, State Wildlife Commission, kneels, studying the tracks, his face illuminated by a clipboard light. Stuart, these prints are decapod. Freshwater decapods can be monstrous. We might be looking at a giant freshwater crab, or something mutated. Ray, mutated by what? Your grant money? Stuart, quiet. Contamination, breeding, experimental runoff. Or something ancient awoken. A ripple passes across the pond. Something large slides beneath the surface. A wet, obscene scrape in the weeds. A shriek echoes. Melissa's cabin night. The group gathers. Melissa, Jennifer, Sheldon, Ray, Sonny, Stuart. Tension and fear bunch them like storm clouds. Sheldon, my test, the cobalt compound. I ran the absorption at 6 times the control. Fruit growth went exponential. It wasn't supposed to spread this far. Jennifer, you mean you grew giant crabs? Sheldon, hollow. I thought it was for crops. I didn't know. Outside, a distant thud. A cattle bellow. A woman screams. Field night. Floodlight beams sweep the dark. A farmer's cattle lie gutted, bizarrely stripped. Huge pincer marks blanch the earth. At the center, a ragged hole leading to the pond. Deputy Sonny, staring. That's not natural. Melissa steps forward, boots sinking into mud, eyes burning. Melissa, we go to the pond. Now, pond night. They approach in a truck with lights. The water glows, phosphorescent, wrong. Floating carcasses drift like broken toys. A shadow moves, slow, deliberate. Stewart, whisper. It's huge. Something emerges, a hulking silhouette, armor-like shell glistening with algae. Two oversized claws click like doors closing. Between the eyes, a crest of barnacled growth, regal and rotten. The queen crab rises. Sheldon. My God. The creature lets out a sound like grinding gravel. Baby-sized shapes scuttle beneath the surface, answering. Ray, to group. Back to the truck. Now. The queen lashes a claw, a wave of water and mud. It sends the truck spinning. Sonny dives, dragging a stunned Jennifer into cover. Melissa stands fixed. Melissa, soft, furious. You took my peewee. She charges with only a length of rope and an old boat hook. The queen advances, each step cracking reeds into notches. Climax, the battle. A chaotic ballet. Sheldon distracts with a flare. Stewart improvises traps, nets filled with burning fuel. Ray shoots at the eyes. Jennifer kicks a baby crab away from Sonny. Melissa runs into the shallow water, baiting the creature. She hooks an exposed ventral membrane and latches onto the queen's leg. It roars, a sound between a breaking tree and a steel shredder. The queen swings. Melissa flies, smashing into mud. Sheldon, sobbing, raises a syringe, the cobalt compound concentrated. He hurls it into a gap in the queen's armored plates. The compound burns like acid, hissing and steaming. The queen thrashes. For a moment, a wounded monarch, the pond itself convulsing. Baby crabs scramble, some turning on their queen. The queen's grip loosens. Melissa hauls Pee-wee free, the little crab clinging to her sleeve like a child. The queen gives a final, reverberant screech. The water collapses inward. The beast sinks, then explodes into a cloud of iridescent gore and algae. Silence. Starlight. The survivors stand, soaked and trembling. Aftermath dawn. The town gathers at the pond. News vans arrive. Men in hazmat suits tape the perimeter. Stewart petitions for study. Phil buries a favorite cow. Ray looks at Melissa with a new hardness softened by relief. Jennifer, to Melissa, you did it. Melissa cradles Pee-wee, mud streaking her face. Melissa, we did, but it's not over. There were more tracks, like a path. They were heading north. A beat. The camera pulls back to reveal the pond's surface. A ripple jars loose. Under the water, a pair of tiny, curious pincers trace the glass. Rural road day. A state wildlife truck pulls over by a fence. Stuart McKendrick, 40s, Wildlife Commission, professional but tired, kneels over strange tracks gouged in the mud. Stuart, to himself, not bear, not coyote, something else. A shotgun cocks. Melissa, 30s, fierce, disheveled, steps out of the woods, aiming at him. Melissa, you've got 5 seconds to get off my land. Stuart, hold on. I was called by the sheriff, too. Melissa, 1. Stuart, listen. Melissa, 2. Suddenly, a loud rustle in the trees. Both freeze. A huge shadow lumbers just out of sight. Dive bar night. The local bar buzzes with small-town life. Daisy, 20s, bartender, quick-wit, slings drinks. Jason, 30s, local burnout, hassles her. Jason, come on, Daisy. 1 beer. You sold me my first fake ID. Daisy, law says I need ID if you look under 27. You look 47. No dice. Laughter from the barflies. Jason storms out. Stuart enters, dust on his jacket. Daisy eyes him. Daisy, you're not from here. Stuart, Wildlife Commission. Investigating tracks. Sheriff thinks it's an animal attack. Daisy, animal, huh? That's what you call something that tears barns apart? Melissa slips in through the side door, muddy and tense. Daisy greets her warmly. Daisy, Melissa, you look like hell. Melissa, thanks. Just the usual. Stuart notices Melissa, curious. Farm night. Sheriff Ray Clark, 50s, rugged, and Deputy Sonny, 30s, examine a barn with Phil, farmer, angry. The wall is ripped open like paper. Phil, whatever it wasn't coyotes. It pushed through like a damn bulldozer. Ray studies the ground. Massive pincer-shaped impressions in the dirt. Ray, Not bulldozer. Not coyote. Smaller, crab-like prints lead off into the woods. Ray. And these smaller ones. Babies. Phil swears under his breath. Melissa's house, Knight. Melissa kneels by a glass terrarium. Inside is a human hand-sized crab, glowing faintly, oddly intelligent. She whispers, Melissa, Pee-wee, you stay put. Don't let them find you. Behind her, Sheldon, 40s, her husband, obsessive scientist, emerges from his home lab. Sheldon, Melissa, did anyone see it? Melissa, they're looking. Pee-wee's not safe anymore. Country road, Night. Daisy, walking home alone after her shift, hears chittering. She turns. Nothing. Then, giant crab legs scuttle across the road, smashing a mailbox. Daisy screams and runs. Bar Night. A drunk local storms in. Local. They're all over the damn road. Crabs. Big as cars. The bar erupts in panic. Ray OS. Enough. Sheriff Ray enters, hand on his pistol. Ray. Everyone calm down. We'll handle it. Melissa bursts in behind him. Melissa. No. You don't understand. It's not just one. They're breeding. The bar goes silent. Pond on. A still glowing pond. Stuart kneels by football-sized egg sacs, half submerged. He touches one. It twitches. Stuart. Mutations freshwater decapods this size shouldn't exist. Ray joins him. Ray, you saying these things are crabs? A massive shadow shifts under the water. Bubbles rise. The queen crab bursts from the pond, towering, armored claws snapping. The group screams and scatters as the queen roars. Climax, the final battle. Sheriff Ray, Daisy, Stuart, and Melissa regroup with locals. Traps, flares, shotguns, a desperate stand. The queen crashes from the pond, crushing a truck. Baby crabs swarm the ground. Melissa, bleeding, grabs a rope and hook. Melissa, you're not taking my Pee-wee. She charges into the water, grappling with the queen as fire and gunfire rain down. Sheldon hurls a vial of glowing chemical into the queen's shell. It screams as acid burns through its armor. The queen collapses, sinking beneath the waves. Silence. Melissa emerges, clutching Pee-wee to her chest. Melissa, it's over. Ray shakes his head. Ray, no, it's just begun. The camera pans across the pond. Dozens of new ripples spread outward.